Good morning all. Welcome back to today's class. Yesterday we discussed about the Swiss legislature. Hope you all understood that. Okay, and many might have missed that. So once if the college reopens, we'll discuss again about the Swiss legislature. Okay, so to briefly tell about that, Swiss legislature has two houses. That is the National Council and the Council of the States. And here both the upper house and the lower house, they have the equal powers. And one house is directly elected by the people, other house from every canton two representatives are sent. So like that the two houses are there, and the term is 4 years there also, and they perform the same functions like of other countries: legislative, executive function, amending the constitution, and judicial functions. These were the functions. Yesterday I have sent the notes, and today we'll be discussing about the executive system of the Switzerland. Okay, Swiss executive, it is like it includes the prime minister, president, and the vice president. Okay, and the executive, it is called as the federal council. Okay, federal council, it contains president, vice president, and prime minister. And in Switzerland, prime minister is called as chancellor. Okay, the prime minister is called as the chancellor. So this chancellor, president, both of them have the equal powers. Okay, so both are the executive heads of the country and also the legislative heads of the country. Both share the equal powers. Okay, and this term of this office or term of this federal executive is 3 years. Usually it is for 3 years, and the members are chosen by the people from the federal legislature. From federal legislature the members are been chosen. Okay, and one unique feature here is, if any one person is chosen for the federal legislature, his relatives cannot be chosen. His relatives, either his own siblings or through marital relations, many of our relatives also cannot be chosen. So from one family, one entire family, only one person can be there. It is not like Indian system, like mother will be MP, daughter will be again another MP, then son-in-law, daughter-in-law, everyone will be the leaders or they hold the position. But here in Switzerland it is not allowed. Okay, so and after one becomes the member of the executive, next term they cannot become. After that an alternative term they can be elected. So it's like for this 3 years they are the members, and after that 3 years gap they have to take, and after that 3 years they can be again re-elected. Okay, and once they are chosen to be the executive member, they cannot follow or carry on any other profession. Okay, so these are the basic things about the executive. And now speaking about the president, office of the president and vice president, the Federal Assembly, that is the upper house and lower house, the National Council and the Council of State, both together they elect the president and also the vice president. Okay, and here vice president will not become the president after the expiry of his term. That is, in Indian system you see, like if the president dies or if he resigns, vice president will be the acting president, right? So but in Switzerland it will not happen like that. So if the president dies or if he resigns, new president will be elected within 1 week. Okay, and vice president cannot be the acting president. And here also it's like the term, why it is like this means, because the members are elected by the federal council itself based on the seniority. So among the members who are there in the federal council, I said no, 7 members, the executive team. So that among those members, whoever is the senior, that becomes the president, and next the vice president. Okay, so that is why the president and vice president, they hold the position, and they are also directly elected by the people and through this legislature. Okay, federal legislature. And next this is the office of president and vice president. Next, coming to the office of chancellor. Coming to the chancellor, he is the prime minister of the country, and he is elected by the joint meeting of federal assembly, that is the lower house and upper house, both together they will elect the prime minister, that is the chancellor. And chancellor alone is elected for the term of 4 years. The term of the chancellor is 4 years. Okay, and one thing is, he must not be the member of Federal Council. As I told, Federal Council, 7 members are there. President, Vice President are elected from Federal Council. But Prime Minister will not be from the Federal Council. He is an external person. Okay. So that is how the Swiss executive system is there. And next, coming to this Chancellor. Chancellor again, the organization of the executive system, how it is, the federal administration, it is divided into 7 departments. Okay, so 7 departments are there. 7 members will be heading the 7 departments. Like councillors, they are the Federal Council members, they are called as the councillors, and they will be allotted the departments according to the heads. Okay, so each department will be headed by, for example, the various departments are like foreign affairs, military, finance, police and justice, then public economy, transport and communication and energy. So these are the various 7 departments which are there. And the 7 departments will be headed by the councillors. Okay, so this is the executive system. Executive system is, they have president, vice president, councillor, and chancellor, and the 7 councillors, 7 members in the council, federal council. Okay, coming to the functions of the executive. Functions of the executive, first one is the legislative functions. So any of the law made by the referendum, that is the people's group, or so if any of the laws are been passed by this legislature, that will be getting the consent of both the president and the prime minister. Okay, that is one of the function, legislative function. And if any of the laws are needed for the country, even they can draft a law. That is the legislative function. Next, coming to the executive function, all the important appointments will be made by this executive team, the chancellors, and the federal legislature, they make the confirmation of the appointments. Any of the administrative service or civil service members are being appointed like this by the team. Okay, so these are the only 2 functions they have. And apart from that, this legislature and executive, they are interrelated. Okay, there is a good kind of interaction and relation between the legislature and the executive. How means, there is a collegiate character, and it is like mixed executive system, performance based, and the collective responsibility is taken by all the people. Okay, so these are the functions of the executive system. So here we end up with the legislature and the executive system of the Swiss political system. So if you have any doubts in this, you can just clarify with me, and please do take down the notes as the points, and let me know if there is any doubts. Okay, thank you.